Welcome back. I decided to do a Vidya Balan inspired makeup look. This is what I came up with. If you'd like to know how I created it, keep watching. I've got the photo here of Vidya Balan that I'm trying to recreate, and it looks like she's got either really thick eyeliner or black eyeshadow, so I'm going to go with black eyeshadow. So I'm going to prime my eyes with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. This is the one in Sin. I'm going to use Chi Cosmetics eyeshadow, and it's called I Was Made for Loving You. It's a matte black, but any matte black will do. And I'm going to put this right near my lash line and then only blend it upwards after. So I'm doing my eyeshadow first in case I get fallout because I'm using black eyeshadow. So just pile that on, and it seems like a very simple makeup look. I should have actually chosen a clearer picture, but unfortunately I chose an aesthetically pleasing one, which was a nice side pose, but I couldn't see her eyes properly. So I am going to improvise in places where I can't really see what they've done to her makeup. Get a fluffy brush and just blend that out a bit. I'm keeping this strictly only on my eyelid. I can see it's a very rounded eyeshadow look that she's got from the one eye that I can see. So I'm going to try to keep it as round as possible. I have a tendency to flick my eyeshadows out, so as you can tell I'm cheating by using a wet wipe. But it is the easiest way to use a black pencil. I'm just going to line the outer half of my eye. I'm also going to put this in my waterline. I'm just going to blend this black liner in between my lash line and the waterline so you can't see any skin on the outer edge. I'm also going to just draw a bit of an eyeline just to darken around my lash line. If you find that pencils hurt your eyes and you can't seem to get the colour payoff, a good thing is to heat it up. So you can put it in front of a hairdryer or a heater or something, and just to heat it up slightly. You can use a lighter, but you've got to be really careful you don't burn yourself. But this one's really good, this Smashbox one. It glides on really smoothly. I'm going to do my face next, and I'm going to, it doesn't look like she's got much on. I know in India they put a lot of foundation on, but I'm going to use the NARS. This one's called Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser. So I've recently discovered this moisturiser. I've always wanted a tinted moisturiser, but I never could get the colour, so I went into NARS and I found this one. So I'm going to put this on the back of my hand first, and that's all I'm going to use, a little blob. And I'm just going to dab that everywhere. And then start blending it in. This gives a matte, dewy finish and kind of in between, so it looks satiny, and it looks like in the photo, it's probably been photoshopped anyway, that it looks really smooth. So I'm going to try to create that look, that smoothness. And a little bit of this product actually goes a long way, so you don't actually have to use much. When I was at NARS, I also discovered that this concealer, it's called the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and it's so beautiful and creamy, so I had to get it. I saw a couple of YouTubers using it and it had such an amazing finish. I had to get it, and I'm going to put a lot on only because I've got black eyeshadow and I know a lot of it fell down onto my under eyes, so as much as I've cleaned it up, sometimes bit of the darkness remains, so I'm going to just blend this out. I'm going to go in with a small fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend the edges. I'm then going to do my brow bone before I do my eyebrows, and the colour I'm going to use is by Chi Cosmetics, If I Could Turn Back Time, and it's a pearl eggshell colour, just to catch the light a bit. Mostly on the outer edge. I do want to use black. I know I've got black eyebrows, but I don't particularly want to use black on my eyes. So I'm using the darkest brown that I have. This is by Elizabeth Arden. Semi-thin her eyebrows, so I'm going to stick to my natural shape because mine are pretty thin too. Okay, now to finish off the eyes, I'm going to use lashes, and I'm not going to put any mascara on. I'm going to use the ones by e.l.f. I've used them a few times, but that's what they look like. There's not much of a difference with these eyelashes because I'm wearing black eyeshadow. That's what they look like. Before I do my mascara on my lower lashes, I'm going to use powder to set my foundation and concealer. This is the Corn Silk Translucent Pressed Face Powder in Original Satin. This was in the papers the other day and they were talking about how it's running out. It's a really cheap brand from back in the day, years ago. I managed to get it off eBay. I'm just going to use my foundation brush to put that on, and that's what it looks like. It's a yellow tone, and I'm just going to lightly brush this over my face, and it gives a lovely satin finish without any lines or creases. Going to put on some mascara on my lower lashes. I'm going to do a tiny bit of contouring, not too much, and I'm just going to use the Dior bronzer because it's the lightest matte brown that I have. Just to contour the top of my head a little bit. And on my jawline. So I'm just under my cheekbones. The blush I'm going to use is the Inglot one. It's the only orange blush that I have. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit with this, mixed in with the Dior matte bronzer to give a nice orangey, browny glow. It's very matte blush, and it goes all the way up. I'm going to mix in some of this Dior bronzer as well. For lips, I have chosen, here's my lipstick shade. I couldn't get the exact colour that she has, but I've got two colours which I'm going to mix. One's by Avon, it's the new colour. It's called Rose Wine. So it looks like that. And I found it didn't have as much vibrancy or orangey tone as what she has on it in the photo. So I've got Chi Cosmetics Viva La Diva matte lipstick in You Had Me at Hello, which is this shade. So I'm going to use this shade first, and then I'm going to put the Avon one on top. And the Kiko lipstick in 702. I think my lips colour is a bit lighter than I wanted. Oh, maybe I'll use this one. This one's called Sparkling Mauve. Mauve? I think this has come out a bit more brighter than I'd expected it to be. The lips were definitely darker, but it's what I have. So yeah, this is the finished look. This is the close-up of the eyes. You can see it's a really basic dark black eyeshadow. I'm going to go and change into my sari, which is there, and let's see if we can do the same pose. This is the finished look. This sari was a gift from my mother-in-law. It was hers years ago, so I've got a whole bunch of vintage saris from her, which I'm absolutely loving. I had all the tops reshaped to fit me, and I had all the saris made into the Velcro style, so it's all really pleated and everything. So and this lovely beautiful set, the necklace and earring set, was from my mum when she went to India last, and haven't had the chance to wear it until now. So this is my finished look. I'm not sure if it came out exactly how I wanted, but I've been told so many times on YouTube and Instagram that I remind everyone of Vidya Balan, so I thought, well, I put up the photo on Instagram and you guys chose number 3, which is this look, which I tried to recreate. Hopefully I got it right and I did it justice. This song playing in the background, the Ooh La La from the Dirty Picture, is the only song I own. I love this song, it's so much fun to dance to. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and I shall see you in my next. Bye!